The story begins with Viktor Privalov, a gifted engineer, working late in his lab on his new robot prototype, A112. Beside him are his wife Nadezhda and colleague Katya. Their goal, a machine that can think, learn, and perform tasks independently. The first activation test fails. A 112 can't stand or walk, falling again and again. Soon it shows another flaw. It uses excessive force, crushing objects instead of handling them carefully. Viktor feels defeated, but Nadezhda encourages him, reminding him it's only the testing phase and suggests upgrading the cognitive system to control its strength. Through constant training, A112 steadily improves, learning to walk, respond, stabilize, and think more accurately. The progress energizes the trio, making the struggle feel worth it. One day, Nadezhda gets a call from her son, Dmitry Mitya. She rejects it due to work, texting him to contact his father instead, then asks Viktor to check on him. When Viktor calls back, Mitya complains he can't focus, has given up on math, and wants to be picked up from school. Viktor snaps, scolding him for excuses and threatening punishment if he doesn't take studies seriously. Mitya, hurt, hangs up angrily. Outside, his classmates mock him. He storms into class and asks his teacher, if he wants to be an artist, does he really need math? The teacher answers calmly, math matters even for artists, citing Leonardo da Vinci, who studied engineering and built prototype designs before becoming a master painter. The comparison leaves Mitya in deep thought about his future. Hearing this, Mitya grows more irritated. When homework is collected, the teacher finds no solved math problems, only pages filled with drawings. She praises his talent, but firmly reminds him this is math class, not art, and fails him in the test. Meanwhile, in the lab, Viktor tests robot A112's voice system. He discovers Nadezhda and Katya installed a child-sounding voice model, which angers him instantly, especially since there's no time to fix it. They are already late for an important meeting. At the committee meeting, the team presents training footage of A112. The general notices a critical flaw. The robot reacts too slowly and fails to save its target on time. Viktor argues it completed all assigned missions, but the general cuts him off, warning that in real combat, even small delays cost lives. He also criticizes the robot's voice as weak and unsuitable, and demands improvements. Frustration peaks as the general gives a final command: increase the robot's strength and speed even further, despite the flawed voice. This leaves Viktor furious at Nadezhda and Katya, feeling the machine is being pushed beyond safe limits. On the way home, Mitya meets his friend Grant, a road cleaner. Mitya mentions he was sent to the principal's office. Grant comforts him and even offers to talk to his parents at school, but Mitya politely refuses and walks away. Back in the lab, Viktor questions A112's poor test results. The robot answers calmly, saying it wasn't having a good day, which irritates Viktor further. A112 then asks to see a family photo, clearly trying to understand what a family is. Viktor dismisses it as meaningless. The robot pushes the question, asking if Viktor, Nadezhda, and Katya are its family. Viktor shuts it down coldly, reminding it is only a machine, that machines have no families, and warns it is testing his patience. The team leaves the lab together, leaving A112 completely alone. Later at home, Viktor and Nadezhda scold Mitya for choosing drawings over math solutions. Viktor harshly criticizes the artwork, calling it not good enough, and pushes him to study and become a scientist like them. Hurt and furious, Mitya finally snaps, saying he never wants to become like either of them. Viktor is heartbroken, hearing Mitya's words. Back in the empty lab, A112 studies a digital dictionary, finding the word family, but the definition still confuses him. He concludes that to understand family, he must find a real one. Armed within, A112 blasts open the lab door and escapes silently, moving through the city in hiding. He almost hits a small street train but stops just in time, avoiding exposure. He later hears children painting a wall. His childlike voice scares a boy who falls, and A112 rushes, saving him. Yet the frightened boy flees. The moment leaves the robot sad and disappointed. At a construction site, A112 warns workers to finish fast as the noise disturbs the area. His sudden voice panics them, and they run. Holding the family photograph he took from the lab, he quietly wonders where his own family is. The next day, Victor and the team return, shocked to find A112 has escaped. In class, the teacher announces a robotics competition. Students must register. When she remarks that an artist should join too, Mitya is embarrassed, hurt, and storms out angrily. At the same time, A112 reaches Mitya's home, forms a key using his robotic finger, and unlocks the door. Inside, he stands before a mirror. Seeing his reflection, a wave of sadness hits again. He realizes he is still completely alone. A112 hears a door close and hides instantly. Mitya enters, drops his bag, and rushes to the bathroom. When he washes his hands, he suddenly sees the robot calmly offering a towel. Mitya panics, bumps the sink, but A112 speaks gently, assuring he means no harm. He introduces himself as A112, a multifunctional rescue robot, explaining his key entry method and voice system. When he demonstrates voice models, Mitya laughs uncontrollably. The robot reveals his true concern. He is searching for a family and wants to understand its real meaning, showing the lab photograph he took. Mitya turns quiet, saying it doesn't look like a real family. He explains that Victor and Katya care only about work and themselves. The robot admits he feels the same, saying he can't satisfy his creator and feels useless. Mitya denies it, encouraging him, saying the robot already made him feel better, and that matters most. He smiles and suggests they should be friends, giving the robot a new name, Robbie. Hearing the name, the robot feels genuine happiness for the first time, finally understanding what connection feels like. At the lab, General Oleg holds an emergency meeting, furious that A112 has escaped and may be a dangerous threat due to built-in weapons. During the discussion, Victor notices the family photo is missing, which deeply worries him, and he rushes to check his house. Elsewhere, Mitya and Robbie watch TV. Robbie hides instantly when Victor enters. Victor searches the house, finds nothing unusual, and leaves. Once he's gone, Mitya gives Robbie a computer, and the robot absorbs vast information within minutes. Mitya later takes Robbie to Grant's art workshop. Seeing the art, Robbie asks why it isn't symmetrical. Mitya explains that art needs beauty and expression, not perfect symmetry or balance. Mitya and Robbie then watch the sunset by the window. The colors and calm moment make Robbie visibly happy. Mitya leaves him in the workshop, giving him a pen to try drawing on his own. Meanwhile, soldiers report failure to locate A112, and General Oleg orders tighter security and public alerts. He demands immediate reporting if a robot is spotted. That night, Victor, Nadezhda, and Mitya eat dinner. Victor seems distant, and when asked, he reveals the lab may be shut down, admitting that if A112 isn't found, everyone could lose their jobs and even their careers. Mitya falls silent, realizing the stakes. The next day at school, Anton causes chaos by misusing his remote-controlled robot to disturb the teacher. The teacher loses her temper and angrily throws the remote toward Mitya, assuming it was his fault, and orders him out without asking anything. Later in sports class, Mitya confronts Anton, who mocks him again. This time, Mitya grabs him, knocks him to the ground, demanding why he blamed him, before the gym teacher separates them. Furious and frustrated, Mitya storms to Grant's workshop. There, Robbie and Grant play cards calmly. They're now good friends. Robbie instantly notices Mitya's worry and asks what's wrong. Mitya reveals the truth. The military is hunting Robbie with orders to destroy him. Grant mentions a forgotten forest section abandoned after a massive fire. Mitya gets an idea. Send Robbie there to put out the fire. If people see him doing good, opinions might change. Just then, police knock. Grant buys time while Mitya and Robbie escape to the terrace. Robbie lifts Mitya onto his back, activates jets, and flies off the building in seconds. Police later broadcast a pursuit report claiming A112 kidnapped a human. During escape, Mitya's phone slips and falls to the ground. News spreads fast, and media declares A112 is on the run. A journalist interviews Grant, mistakenly assuming he was held hostage, explaining why police didn't arrest him. Mitya is furious at media twisting Robbie's image, but Robbie responds calmly, blaming his poor test results on internal communication issues, suspecting something inside him may not work properly. Mitya reassures him, reminding he's hardworking and a good robot. Hearing this, Robbie feels real happiness again, giving Mitya a thermal blanket, and the two sit together, watch a movie, sharing a quiet, peaceful moment. Mitya realizes it's the first night without his mother's goodnight wish. Robbie offers to take him home, but Mitya refuses, warning that Robbie will be captured, torn apart, and destroyed if seen near the house. The fear in his voice reveals his worry, and Robbie feels comforted, understanding that Mitya truly cares for him. By morning, construction noise signals they can't stay hidden anymore. Mitya insists Robbie's appearance must change, and that the forest fire must be put out to prove Robbie is a good robot and clear his name. At the same time, Katya reaches Victor's house with crushing news. The lab has been shut down. Victor questions the police and General Oleg, asking for any update on the robot or Mitya. The general responds coldly. Once A112 is found, it will be destroyed. Victor realizes arguing is pointless. Elsewhere, Mitya and Robbie reach the circus, where Robbie is disguised in clown clothes, so no one recognizes him as A112. Anton and Olya arrive, asking about rumors of Mitya going missing. Mitya calls Robbie over, explaining that Robbie is not dangerous, that his image has been unfairly ruined, and that Robbie is his friend. He adds that he's only taking him somewhere safe. Before leaving to buy bus tickets to the nearby forest to put out the fire, Mitya makes them promise silence. Anton and Olya agree, giving their word. The moment Mitya leaves, Anton asks Robbie if the news stunts were real or fake. Robbie, excited, removes the clown costume and shows off his abilities. Anton records everything on his phone. Olya gets furious when Anton admits he doesn't care if the robot survives. He only wants Instagram followers. His selfishness deeply upsets her, but she stays with Robbie, refusing to abandon him. At the same time, guards stop Mitya, recognizing him from the missing boy report. Victor hears his son was found and feels relieved, rushing to meet him at the police station. He hugs Mitya tightly, warning that A112 is dangerous, but Mitya disagrees firmly, insisting Robbie is his friend, not a threat. He reveals Grant and Olya were with Robbie. Victor, hesitant but trusting his son, goes with him. At the workshop, Olya gives Robbie a new look using makeup. Victor notices Robbie's communication and thinking have clearly improved and changed. Before they react, police and soldiers arrive suddenly. Chaos breaks. Mitya, Victor, and Olya run toward a cargo ship warehouse, but soldiers surround them. General Oleg orders children pulled aside, preparing to attack Robbie. General Oleg prepares an electromagnetic weapon, certain one strike will shut Robbie down permanently. Victor refuses, so Oleg orders force. Soldiers advance slowly. A crane cable snaps. A massive container swings toward the frozen general. Oleg can't react. Robbie does. He rushes and catches the container, risking himself to protect everyone, including the man who ordered his destruction. The weight cracks Robbie's body, his hardware and internal systems collapsing. He tells everyone to move back. Mitya screams in panic, begging him to stop. The container crashes, crushing Robbie completely. Oleg watches, stunned. Robbie saved the life of the one who condemned him. When the container is lifted, Mitya kneels, heartbroken, saying goodbye. Victor, equally shaken, tries to comfort him while hiding his own emotions. Then, a faint sound. Robbie's systems reactivate. Relief and hope return instantly. He survived partially. Victor, Mitya, and Olya help him and leave the site safely. Later, Mitya shows their adventure drawings. Robbie and Olya love them. That night, everyone finally shares dinner at one table. Robbie asks for Nadezhda's phone, wanting to take a family photo, his first real picture with a family, the moment he had been searching to understand all along.